Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more settlement survival in Darby Hill, Montashire. We are for sure going to end this series this week, but for now, there's at least a couple more bottlenecks that I would like to deal with. We do have an order of cattle and sheep on the way, which is amazing, because I've been waiting for that for freaking ever. So we're going to solve the leather crisis at long last. Hello, another boat's coming by. Wait, what? All right, fine, you got to make way for this one. Did you get all your jewelry before you left? Sir! You forgot your jewelry! No, probably not. I have no idea. So wait, is this my order arriving already? Or was there really just two boats stacked together that I didn't even notice? I feel like that's hard to believe, but maybe. Sell items, sure. Delivery order has arrived. That was so fast! Wait, no, really? That was like really quick. All right, fine. Quick, shove the cattle inside this corral. Go, go, go! What do you mean the building's closed? Open the building, for God's sake. All right, produces. You guessed it. Beef. Leather, and a heck of a lot of poop. And we can have up to 10 inside of this thing. All right, so good. We'll let this herd start to grow. It'll take a little while, I think, but we'll let it grow. Probably put 2 workers here since I have the extras. And then once it gets up to like 10, we'll go ahead and split it to another corral, and we'll just keep going until I have a ridiculous source of leather. It'll be just like the alpaca situation, but preferably a little bit better. I am building another corral over here with the intention of setting up the sheep so that I will be able to get some wool. Of course, with my luck, just watch one of the 2 sheep that I bought die before it even gets into the corral. That would truly suck, but I mean, we'll be fine. Anyway, a couple of things I'd like to do, just for the heck of it. I'd like to figure the heck out you're supposed to like hunt down the blubber, right? I'd like to go ahead and get that and just sort of see what happens. It'd also be nice to go ahead and get some more upgrades for my storage and such. Maybe even start working on cans, milling, and so on. Get the bakery, you know? There's a lot of things that we still haven't done that aren't strictly necessary at this point in order for us to have some fun and walk away feeling really proud of ourselves, but I'd like to knock at least a couple more of them out. Oh, and we have our Snowstorm Event. I know, because the wind just picked up out of frickin' nowhere. Also, we finally hit this event. See, last time we had a flash freeze, nothing happened, but this time we legitimately have a proper snowstorm. Temperature drops to extremely low temperatures. Pff, I've played Frostpunk. You think this bothers me? Look at all these cold people. Good lord, they actually like freeze like instantly. I mean, I've got warm clothes, I'm pretty sure. I should have plenty of down jackets. Yeah, no, clothes literally don't seem to matter. It seems like people have to stay indoors, at least until the snowstorm passes. Which, by the way, I will point out is happening during summer? What the heck is frickin' happening with the climate on this planet? Jeezums. Whoop. And it ended, because the wind just disappeared out of frickin' nowhere. That was like a 3-month-long snowstorm, and I'm not even kidding. In summer. God, I can only imagine how horrible the winter's gonna be this year. Minus 70 degrees Fahrenheit? Frick, dude, no wonder they're all cold. Oh, goody. Another delivery ship has arrived. So this time around, I decided to buy some seeds. Mulberry seeds, so I can start feeding up silkworms and make silk, but also corn seeds, so I can grow the crops I will need to make fodder, since we now have a lot of animals, and corrals and such really like fodder in order to speed up their growth. So this should just make my entire livestock operation significantly better. Town seems to have grown enough to get another administrator. Pasture yield or farm yield? Well, I think we know exactly what we want. I mean, farm yields are good and all, but we're solving the leather crisis of 2021, so absolutely pasture yield. Oh, gosh dang it. To make fodder, you need 2 ingredients. Fortunately, we already have peas, but I wouldn't have known that, and all of a sudden I would have been like, I just spent all this money on corn! But it's fine. Chickpeas look surprisingly like olives, by the way. Is that really what... I don't think that's what chickpeas are supposed to look like. Unless I've only seen them dried, and maybe that is what they look like when they're fresh off the plant. I have no idea. All right, peas and corn. We can start producing fodder at the Fodder Factory. Aha! I have built my first fishing port, which apparently takes fishing nets and produces lobsters, blubber, and seal fur. I don't even have to say specifically to go after a particular type of critter, it just produces them outright. In fact, it appears that one fishing net gives a guaranteed 10-5-1 ratio, or something along those lines. Fascinating. Okay, well, let's go ahead and assign a couple more people to work over there. I did also set up some more local rope production for the fishing nets specifically, and some reeds, in case, you know, I need to make more rope and stuff a bit more locally. Just trying to reduce some of the travel time as best as we can. This area seems to be developing out pretty nicely. Can't forget to continue building out some churches, theaters, and hospitals. Got to make sure we keep that happiness and health nice and high. And over here, mulberry leaves are starting to be produced so I can feed the silkworms. I can't remember, though. Did I already set down a silkworm workshop somewhere? I feel like I did, but then I've lost track of it completely. Oh well, hopefully no one's working a dead-end job. I'll go ahead and set down another one. Jeezums, these guys get to work fast. This thing's only been set up for like a couple of months and already, look at this. We got a whole bunch of lobsters and blubber and stuff. Gosh, that's so exciting. I don't remember what to do with blubber though, aside from like making like lanterns and lamp oil and stuff, which I mean, it feels like it's a lot easier just to go ahead and continue using the fat for that instead, so not sure why exactly I would want to do that, but there's got to be other uses for blubber. In the meantime, what? Lobster can be processed at the gourmet shop. Oh, right, I forgot blubber can also make soap. Right. Okay, and then seal fur, it's just a special textile material. Which, let me guess, I can make fine handbags out of baby seals. Heck yes. New technology point. You know what we should invest in? A pharmacy. You know why? Because I see a skull icon up here, and it worries me a little bit. A plague is apparently about to besmirch my town of Darby Hill, Montashire. Besmirch isn't exactly the right word, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. How we're able to predict this so accurately, I don't know. Where were these guys during COVID? But anyway, so what does a pharmacy do again? You know, I probably should have actually read what it does, but it seems useful. Process herbs and honey or fat into ointment or medicinal oil. Also, we've now unlocked airborne theory, which should mean that my hospitals are now working at full power as far as their disease research. So the only way we can make this better is literally to start producing some medicinal alcohol. Which, unless I am very much mistaken, we could probably do over here at the winery. Premium beverages, no. How dosteth oneeth get medicinal alcohol? It said oils and stuff at the pharmacy, but I'll bet you that's it too. Medicinal oil? I wonder if that's the alcohol. Regardless, let's go ahead and build one of these things, probably close to where all the herbs are located, right? All right, so a plague broke out. I see the notification. I do not see any evidence that anyone on this entire city is sick. That's kind of a pointless plague, ain't it? All right, well, what do we want to produce here at the pharmaceutical workshop? Ointment uses leather? Are you kidding me? Oh, good lord. And then herbs and fat make the medicinal oil, which just straight out increases health, I suppose. Same for both of these. Premium medicine. There's the medicinal alcohol. We need bandages. Oh, okay. Well, in order to make bandages, we can use cotton. One of the few things I still don't have, huh? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Well, let's go ahead and start making some medicinal oil. Why not? I'm sure it's great. Another tech point. Let's go ahead and learn about plantations. You know why? Because I just learned how to get some very plantation-worthy crops. I'm speaking specifically of cotton, tea, and sugarcane. I just bought all three of those, and they have now arrived. This should take care of some of my immediate needs. We'll be able to start processing sugar once I get the tech involved for that, and same with tea, and then, of course, the cotton we already know we're gonna need if we wanted to start making some textiles and or some bandages or whatever the heck else. Yes, by all means, please do me a favor and drive directly through these bridges. Never gets old. There we go. That feels good, doesn't it? Thing's a freaking ghost ship, ain't it? All right, plantations. These take glass? Glass? That doesn't seem right, but all right, fine. Plantations it is. Oh, the silkworm shed is done as well. Perfect. Okay, so the cocoons just straight out come out of the mulberry leaves. Anything else we can produce here? No. Okay, so that's cocoons, and of course cocoons themselves are made of the silkworm material that we would need to manufacture silk. Am I right? Let's see, is that something we do here? No. Textiles? No. Somewhere I'm able to make these. It's probably like a textile factory or something. Gosh, if only I could find all these things, it'd be a lot easier. Hang on, silk? No. Wait, hang on, where the heck do I make use of the cocoons? At a silkworm shed used for making silk. Well, that's great. If only you told me how. First harvest of cotton appears to be complete, and I am growing some tea leaves in these nice little nurseries. Took me a while to figure out where the heck I'm supposed to plant them. I had to go and take a while stab at it. But that's gonna make me black tea in the tea shop, which I think just counts as a regular, well, maybe not even regular, it might be a fine, actually. Some sort of a beverage is what I am trying to say. It doesn't show up on this list as of yet, but it will later. Should increase happiness, though, which is nice. And then over here, let's take that cotton and, oh, wait. No, these are just textiles. I need like a weaving workshop or something. How do I convert the cotton into something? Weaving workshop it is. Yes, okay, I got the wrong building, but we'll need this eventually anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Hang on. Oh my god, the corrals are finally starting to produce some leather. Oh, heck yes, like 300 leather a month, that's not so bad, not to mention I did capture some bison as well, so they'll produce leather too. Hey, I think we may be solving the leather crisis. Oh, but now we have to deal with acid rain. Right, yeah, something weird is happening on this dang planet. Okay, so apparently all citizens who are exposed are gonna lose 10% health. That's obviously no bueno, because these guys are going to have to walk to their jobs pretty much all day, every day, so they're always going to be exposed to the acid rain, but, I mean, we got pretty good, robust healthcare. I think they'll be fine, right? Probably. I also set up these forest farms, by the way. And no, it's not just because Christmas is coming up, though this does look about appropriate for it. It's because it is going to give me a consistent source of lumber, so I don't have to rely quite so heavily on all the logging camps out here. More immigrants? Sure, why not? Yeah, 22 more, because, you know, I needed more people. Good lord. So, 110 citizens would like to have some houses now, huh? Yeah, I mean, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's start making some regular furniture, since I'm currently capped out on the custom good stuff. And a lot of people have been, contracting the plague. Well, that'll probably be fine. So we got some homeless citizens I gotta go deal with. We need to build out a lot more housing. Good lord, I'm just reaching that certain population boom period, where it's really hard to actually keep up with the sudden growth. It's a lot. There's a lot going on all of a sudden. Dang. Oh yeah, and I did figure out how to make silk. It is going to be at the weaving workshop as well, so we'll place one over here and just start using up these silkworm cocoons and start making some valuable silk. More tech points, huh? Oh, good lord. How about, oh boy, what do I actually want? You know, backpacks wouldn't be a horrible idea now that I have cotton cloth coming in. Increase their carrying capacity by a lot? Yeah, that'll work. Let's see, something new. Sugar workshop. I should be able to take that sugar cane that I have been producing and turn that into sugar, though it looks like maple sap and stuff is also an option. That's kind of fun. But yeah, we don't need to have all 4 of these different crops. This will be fine. Malt can turn into sugar? That's kind of weird. Anyway. Yeah, so now we can produce sugar. That's great. What do I do with sugar? Well, we'll be able to make candy at some point. There's also a jam workshop, which is not going to take the sugar, but it does take fruit and turn them into jam or some variants of preserves. That could be kind of nice. Not something I feel like I absolutely need, but, I mean, it's there. So I guess the next thing to do would be to probably work on something like candy, which would increase happiness even further, because everyone loves the Candy Man. But truth be told, I kind of feel like we're reaching a point where, once again, there's not really any particular challenge or threat involved here. I'm just kind of growing non-stop. I mean, there are obviously higher forms of production that I can start working on now. For example, now that I do have silk and consistent fine leather, or even better, seal fur, I could start making some proper gowns and stuff. I mean, that's a thing we could start doing, sure, you know, why not? But like, yeah, there's not really a whole lot of challenge left in the game, which kind of makes me think that maybe we should just go ahead and end things here a little sooner than I was expecting, but like, you get the idea. And we've unlocked almost everything at this point. I have too much population. Yeah, I mean, it's just smooth sailing from this point on. It's only the higher production chains for even more happiness and health that is holding me back. Absolutely nothing else really to explore there. So I've had a lot of fun with this game, guys. I think Settlement Survival is pretty great. Now, at the end of the day, it doesn't have quite the same level of charm of just Banished itself, right? I mean, it's kind of hard to beat that. It was the original. In so many ways, it was a genre definer. And this game, though, it does capture a lot of the feel of it and certainly builds upon it in some fantastic ways. I mean, there really is a lot to do, whereas you can't say the same about Banished. I mean, it's just continually trying to expand and get the same resources. But this game really challenges you to figure out like 30 or 40 different production chains, which is kind of nice. The only complaint I've got is that certain resources seem pretty well locked behind things like, you know, orders. I mean, I don't see myself getting enough leather. I mean, I hate to say that I'm complaining about that, but like, really, we were getting practically no leather, even though there were buffalo on the map. So, yeah, I mean, you really do have to, at some point, start focusing on tradable goods and getting orders. But even then, that in and of itself is not the end of the world, because it forces you to move into some silver-generating production chains instead of focusing only on survival. So to an extent, that in and of itself is actually kind of a good thing as well. So I don't know. I guess my complaints might be slightly invalid, but you guys can form your own opinions. In the meantime, I'm going to end things here, so thank you all very much for watching this series and showing me support all along the way. If you did enjoy this finale, I would ask you hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.